Hello and welcome to Freedom Learning. This lesson is dedicated to the presentation of how to create a WordPress texts or how to include texts within our lessons. To begin with, you have to go to the Freedom Learning menu and open up the dashboard. After you click the dashboard, find out the courses you would like to edit. Go to LearnPress and click Courses. Now, after you get the list of courses which you created previously, select the course which you would like to edit or to insert contents into. Now, for example, I've got like 4 courses. From the 4 courses, I would like to take the Science Grade 2 course and click the Edit button. This Edit button will directly take me to the front page of the course where I can write the descriptions, the curriculum, the course setup, and everything else. Now, let's go to the curriculum section directly so that I can get or I can see modules and lessons. Now, under Module 1, Animals, I find Lesson 1 about mammals. Now, let's assume we would like to add contents to this lesson. So if you want to add contents to any lesson, the first thing you should do is highlight the course or click on the lesson. After you click on the lesson topic, you will see these 3 icons, the eye, the pencil, and the trash icons. So if you click the trash icons, you are going to trash your lessons into the recycle bin. If you click the enable disable preview, it will enable or disable the preview so that students will not be able to see if you disable it. Or if you click the pencil icon, you will be able to edit an item. That's exactly where we would like to go. So let me click it and start editing my course. Editing course means inserting contents. Whether it's a new content or changing or modifying is all categorized under editing. So the first thing you see at the top is your lesson topic. We said that our lesson topic is, for example, about mammals. Now, imagine when you create a course, the first thing you should include is you have to write the topic or the heading of the content. So if you want to add the heading of the content, you have to go and click this plus sign, which we call it block inserter. Click it. You will find these different blocks. Now, remember, I would like to add heading. So the simplest thing you can do is simply click heading. Immediately, when you click heading, the block editor menu will disappear and heading starts here. You must be able to see a blinking here. So it means when you see the word heading, it means type any of your headings here. So for example, let me write as mammals. Okay, now after you write or you type mammals, you have to click enter. Now I click enter. So the second thing you see over here is again another option to select a block, or this is a block editor. Now the same way, you can go to the plus sign and think about what you would like to add. The default is a paragraph. I'm going to insert a paragraph here. But if you want to click a paragraph, you can click paragraph, but the default one is also a paragraph, so I don't have to click paragraph. But if you would like to click, you can just click paragraph, but obviously it takes you back to the same point, meaning without calling any other blocks, the default block editor gives you the chance to insert paragraph. So let me put paragraphs in there. So you can either type a paragraph or you can copy from somewhere and paste. For my purpose, I already organized my contents in the Microsoft Office document. And then I am going to copy the contents from the Microsoft Office document directly to my WordPress blog. So you have two options. Number one, if I would like to take the definition of mammals from here, I'll definitely copy, as I already copy in Microsoft Office, and go back to my content editor and paste here. So exactly now I can get the paragraphs posted here correctly. You don't have to change any font size or font color or anything. You can just leave the default as it is, because at Freedom Learning we have already set up our configuration to the standard. If you want to add another content, you have to click enter. So when you click enter, you see another option to insert another kind of block editor. Now you can see here, click the block editor. Let's say I would like again to add a heading. Click heading. Now after I click heading, I probably want to write competencies. So I'll write competencies. And then click enter again. So if you want to put competencies, or if you want to add a kind of blocks or background for competencies, you can select this and go to the right hand side. Under the right hand side column, make sure it is on block. Block is selected. Go to background. Under background, select the color you would like to put as a background. Now I selected this color. Now you can see now the word competencies is inserted under background. So if you want to put corners, like a grounded corners of this background, you can go down to the border, click border, and click radius. Under the radius, you can put some number. We recommend to use 12. After you click 12, you can see that there is a rounded corners of the background. If you increase like 20, for example, it will be even more rounded, but it's not the best one. For the purpose of standardization, we have set the standard to 12 points or 12 pixels. So this is how you can do it. If you would like to change the contents into anything, you can simply type as it is. If you want to say objective, you write objective. Now, if you go to the third portion or the third lesson, you can go to type or choose block editor. Alternatively, if it is a paragraph, you can just copy and paste. But if it's not a paragraph, would like to add something else, you click the add block button. And then if you want to add image, click image. But we are now dealing not with images but texts. We're going to see the image next time. Now let's go to click and select list. When you select list, it gives you options as a bullet. Like for example, you can say cat or dog or cow or ox or whatever kinds of list you have. If you want to do the bullet pointers, you have to select this. That is the items or the list. If you want to add something else, or if you want to change this into different category of text, you can click here and change it either into heading or into code or into paragraph. One thing I would like to add right here is, for example, you have objective. So objective, when you click objective, this block editor tool will appear and you can see H2. H2 means that is a higher number. We have the first one, the largest font size is H1, smaller than H1 is H2, and follows H3, H4, H5, H6. If you click H4, you can see that the term or the word is smaller or the font is smaller. If you go and select H2, it's even large. If you click H1, that would be the largest of all. So that's how you create and manipulate texts or text blocks in WordPress. If you want to make it bold, you can just select them and make this bold. But for our purpose, you don't have to select anything bold because we have already set up from the background that all contents are already bold. Or if you want to change the color, select this, go to the three options, the three dot options here, or right here on more options, go to highlight, and then from highlight you can select the kind of color you would like to make. And remember that there are 2 pointers, text and background. If you want to change the color of the background, first click background. If you want to change the color of the text, you have to make sure that it's on text. So once you are sure that in which tab it's already selected, you can put the colors so that your courses or your objectives or your titles and headings are changed. Let me make it red, for example. So now you can see that it's changed into red. So this is how we use texts or text editors block in WordPress.